This is a review of a free product received from TP-Link as part of the review program. Power over Ethernet, PoE, is becoming more and more prevalent on both SMB and home networks, and it's only going to increase in popularity. PoE can be used to supply power to a wide variety of 802.3 compliant devices such as VoIP phones and IP security cameras. In my case, I am using the switch to supply power to 4 separate Amcrest IP cameras using a single Cat5e cable. Setup is pretty easy. You do need to read the manual if you're unfamiliar with the options that a smart switch offers, as opposed to an unmanaged switch that many home users are likely used to working with at home. If you're familiar with logging into the web interface to configure your router, you'll feel right at home configuring this smart switch. The only trick is that you need to manually set your IP configuration at first to be able to log into the web interface. Settings: set your computer's IP address to 192.168.0.x. X equals any number from 2 to 254. Subnet mask: 255. 255. 255. 0 router, or gateway: 192.168.0.1. Open a web browser and log in. Useful for IP camera traffic, or to segment networks in a small office traffic monitoring loopback prevention, in case someone wants to get crazy and plug both ends of an Ethernet cable into 2 different ports on the same switch. Don't do this. Quality of service, GOES, allows you to prioritize. Would be much better if all ports were on one side and the status LEDs were on the opposite side. Smart features are great, but may be confusing for some home users. Could be a good tool for a novice to learn basic networking functions/terms. PoE across the 4 ports allows a maximum of 55 watts, so if your devices exceed this, port 4 will not supply any power to whatever is plugged in. Make sure whatever you need to plug in meets the power requirements on my unit. The DC plug on the rear seems to come unplugged if you look at it funny, and it makes a pop when plugging it in. You'll have to watch it to see if it causes any issues when I'm not fiddling with the switch. For a sub $100 managed switch, TP-Link has managed to stuff a bunch of features into a nice package. The outward appearance is subdued, but attractive at the same time, even though it could be improved by putting the network and power ports along the same side to make tabletop installation a bit less awkward, as referenced above. For a home or SMB application, this managed switch is an inexpensive way to add pro features to your network without breaking the bank. This review is about TP-Link TLSG108P. Need: I've Cat6 Ethernet cable wired around my home for a 4-camera security system. These cables all terminate on a closet inside my utility room. However, I have the camera system receiver that sits in another room. Click the link under this video for more details, reviews and current pricing.